Okay, so background change has become very easy to do now, and what's actually giving a lot of people problem is the shadow part and also blending the image to the background, of which we're going to be focusing on that in this video. So let's get started. Now I already cut out the subject and you can see there are no shadows, so let's do that properly because I see there are some places that are not selected. So I'm just going to grab this, and you know what to do, add those selections back to it, because sometimes Photoshop is not that perfect in adding selection. So I'm just going to add that now, and let's just do a rough work, and that's not among this side. So now I'm just going to do Ctrl J to duplicate it again, and let's delete this first one we did. So we have this. Now any image of your choice you can use, just follow up. Now we need to copy as well the shadows. If you see the lightning, it's no around this side, so we need the shadows, this dark part. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select the subject again and hold on, make sure the lasso tool is selected and select a wide area. And for some people I'm going to do something, Ctrl D, because I need this, this rough part. I'm going to clear that part using patch tool and make sure that place is looking neat. So just drag it, this one, yep, drag it, make sure it's looking neat because we're going to use it. Okay, so now it's looking a little bit good. All right, so let's continue. Control click. It's going to select and take your lasso tool and take up the shadows around it like this. Boom. Okay, so click on it again, Ctrl J to duplicate, so that we have something like this. Now that's going to be our shadow. Okay, so now you can drag any background. Let's start with this one, which I used, this background. I want to use that. So what I'm going to do, I will try as much as possible to increase it so that it gets bigger. Yes, something like this. And let's see, but I want it far, so let's take it backwards. Okay, so we can bring it down anyway, but it's not, let's bring it down and let's use shift. Okay, that should be good. And now I can also bring this, Ctrl T, rasterize, Ctrl T, and drag it down below. That should do. Use OK. So we have it like this, and let's see if we can crop it, okay, to this size, and it's okay. Good. Now let's bring up the subject, which is this one we copied, and she's on top and she's on top. Okay, so just select the two, and then let's increase the selection like this. So good. Now we have it like this. Now we need the shadows. Like I said, we need the shadows. So what we need to do is to blend this one in by either using multiply. So we are going to have a thick shadow overlay, we're going to have the shadow soft light, we're going to have a soft shadow. Let's see the one that best fits. So like this, we have shadows that are looking like this, and with overlay we'll have a very deep shadow. And also let's just do this, let's use this one, let's see how realistic it looks. So yeah, I think this is looking realistic. And we can also use soft light, which is more realistic anyway. So what we just need to do is to just select this particular one, select the mask, and take the brush tool and just make sure the flow is somewhere around 20 and clean. Yep, make it lighter like that. And this side, so yep, the shadow is there but it's lighter. And we can still choose either one. And if we are using that, we can also use this hue and saturation, clip it to it and desaturate to remove that coloration. Okay, so I can just quickly just make it light, so which is still almost equal to soft light. So something like this. looks good. So if we absent of it, she looks like she's flying, and then present of it, look, you can see what it did to the image. So let's just clean it up very well and very good. All right, so this is what we have in the image. So now it's looking realistic, like she's inside of it. And if this place is too dark, you can just soften it up a little bit. So you can see how it's looking, and we can brighten it up by working on this one alone, which is the one that is on top. Bring it down, and we can, if we want to brighten her up, we can do that as well to make sure she's matching to the brightness of the background. And that's all we have to do. If you want to add contrast as well, to just make it look the same, you can add contrast to it, and you can clip it to it, and it's going to affect only the subject and not the background. So that's how to go about doing your image manipulation. Right now she's matching the background, but if you want to do more, you can just grab the selective color, clip it to it, and go to the shadows, which is the black, and add a bit of yellow. So you can see it's on her hair, so add a bit of yellow. Go to the neutral, which is just add a bit of yellow to it, and just a bit 3. And let's see if we need some red. We don't need red, we need green. Just a bit of green, -1, and add more yellow. Okay, I think we need to release the green and go to the white. Yep, and then add a bit of yellow. So just a little, and that's all we need to do to get the color that we need. So before, which is looking white anyway, and this, which is looking okay for me, it's matching the subject to the background. This one, and now we can also multiply, add, multiply, and you can see how it's looking at the background. We can add it with soft light, we can add it with this one to make it look as if there are something in the background. But okay, we can also go inside and do blending option by removing the dark side, something like that. But let's see, let's check this one instead. Yep, so that's what we can do. Use okay, it's just covering the whole side. Now it looks as if there's smoke inside this. Just take a look at it, and we can hold down shift and remove